Gorgeous weather for the holiday weekend, and boy, what a big change from yesterday. No winds today, just very calm.
And no rain.
No rain, unfortunately.
I love that rain.
Yeah, I did too. It was
but
nice.
Now today my car is all spotted up with dust and dirt everywhere. It's always dirty, but now you can really see it. So I guess I'll be washing it sooner or later. But yeah, let's go ahead and look at our outside camera. Look at that in Santa Barbara, looking beautiful. Across the harbor, of course, to Stearns Wharf, and then all those points south, you'll notice kind of on the hazy side. Now, whenever we have those winds coming out of the northeast, like a Santa Ana, you usually can see all the way down to practically LA County from here, but looks like things are a little mucky, and that's because we're getting some moisture off the ocean. So breezy northwest winds are coming across the area, and that's indicative of a deepening marine layer. So for the south coast, we might actually see some clear weather overnight tonight, all because of the wind direction. Patchy fog, though, is likely for most of our beaches, and even dense fog is possible. And then warming up for the holiday as we head through the Memorial weekend, things are going to be really nice by Monday for most areas, minus maybe just the immediate coastline for some beaches, as it might be a little on the cool side there. Your high today was right about where it should be, as well as the overnight low, so no shocks to the system. And then there you can see current temperatures looking very nice. Mainly it's on the it's on the cool side, as once you get north of, say, Gaviota, of course the wind direction is in this direction, so therefore that's why we tend to be a little bit offshore, all because of this turn in the coastline right here, and that's why it's just a little bit warmer there. As you head farther north, though, the ocean influence comes in this direction, so therefore you're just a little bit cooler. And you can see the winds really insignificant right now. We may get some gusts up above 20 miles an hour along the Santa Barbara south coast over the next several hours as these winds again turn in this direction, but there are no watches or advisories. And looking at the satellite, that big storm system yesterday has now firmly moved out of the region, and high pressure is beginning to push in, and as it does, we expect to see more warmer conditions. And then as we put it into motion again, we see the warm conditions across most areas. But look at the marine layer right there, kind of hugging the coast. So even though we do try to say that we're going to have a warm up for most areas, it looks like our beaches right along the coast, especially the farther north you go, that would be from, say, Point Arguello and up through Point Conception, of course, up into the central coast. You may hold on to that marine layer throughout much of the day for the immediate coastline. But once you get in past, say, some of the foothills and get into those inland valleys, it should be very, very toasty. In fact, the fog tracker, go ahead and stop it. You'll notice it starts to really thicken up overnight tonight, and then it starts to clear out tomorrow, but it lingers just a little bit. So the morning hours, as I get my head out of the way there, 7 a.m., look at that, pretty widespread, but the south coast keeping the fog a little bit out of the mix. So maybe, again, those winds will keep it like that. And then toward the afternoon, most areas clearing, but just a little bit of fog along the central coast may linger into your afternoon hours. Now, overnight temperatures, 50s for the most part, 70s tomorrow along the south coast. A little bit cooler, though, as you head farther north along the beaches, and that's all, again, because of that ocean influence. Paso Robles, though, wow, no ocean influence there, so you'll go right around 90, 89 for Atascadero. And then down in the Oxnard Plain, Ojai, one of the warm spots there at 80, 77 for Santa Paula, and 71, very comfortable degrees for the actual city of Oxnard. And then there's water temperature about 60 in the south coast, west swell of 3 to 5 feet, but there is some surf coming up out of the southern hemisphere over the next couple of days, and that could be good news for surfers. And there's your forecast, warming through the holiday period and even into Tuesday before we back off a little bit for mid and second half of the work week, as we see another area of low pressure work its way toward our coastline. And as it does, despite the fact that we will be warm, we'll likely cool things off, but we're not expecting another rainstorm, which I know, Beth, you keep saying the great thing. You always corrected me on this. I'd say a threat for rain. You said, how about a promise of rain?
Yeah, the positive,
that
right?
Absolutely. And I don't, I perish those thoughts. So yeah, okay. The promise of maybe more rain looks pretty unlikely right now, but you never know. We'll keep our fingers crossed for that promise.
All right, and you can, instead of writing, what is it, wash me on the back of your card, you can just put the forecast, do a little advertising for people. They know who you are, so, all right.